everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Kluxa. Hey, Cayman. Hey, Zerov. Hello. Where's my Umineko? There's my Umineko. I saw, like, let's step back in time once again. I was like, oh, no, I forgot. That's why we stopped last time. But I hope you're having a great day so far, guys. Also, can you even hear the rain? Because I'm looking on my OBS and it barely picks it up. It barely picks it up. I feel like I have to turn it up a little bit. I don't know. You can only hear me. I think you can now hear a little bit. No? You should hear it. Can you hear it now? It's now cranked up all the way. You're just trolling me. Loud. There you go. You just dismissed it as noise. Yeah, I hope you're all doing great today. I was like, man, I kind of want to play Pokemon. But I also kind of want to... we got a stick. Kind of want to read more Umineko because my friend Camille, she just finished episode 3. She will be faster than us, guys. She will be faster than us. Shall we go... ah, shit. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. We should hurry. We should hurry. Also, Xenoblade X is gonna come out tomorrow, and I definitely want to play it. I just looked at my DHL delivery thingy, and it says it will be here tomorrow. The question is when. I have to work until 5. So I want to stream at 9 again. 7. 7. She's not here reading Higurashi, no. So yeah, I really hope Xenoblade is gonna come tomorrow. Because I want to play it. Oh my god, the reviews are also good. And I played the original one for the Wii U. I played the original one, so I'm really, really, really hyped. Back in my days, we only had the Wii U, and we had to play Xenoblade X on the Wii U with the big touchpad controller. I'm trying to get Cam down the abyss of figuring out who did it. Right, really? Still have to play other games. I have them all at home. No, you actually don't have to play the other Xenoblade games. Well, it would be nice. It would be nice. Because Xenoblade 3 actually gives you some hints for Xenoblade X. But you don't have to have played all of them. You can play X like the other Final Fantasy games, right? Although probably X is also... No, sorry, no. We're just stepping back, guys. Ding dong dong dong. Right now, just the exact moment that the large clock in the hall announced 24, meaning midnight. Wondering who the person who knocked twice was. The relatives in the dining hall stared at the door. Is it now too loud, by the way? Rudolph told them to come in. But there was no answer. I'm gonna play them in their release order when I have a bit more time. Ooh. But you know that X was before 2 and 3. Until the end of the long tone marking the arrival of 24, which had come from the large clock in the hall shortly after the knock. They were unable to move in the slightest. You haven't finished one yet? You have to watch Cam or my VODs. Let me shill myself. You could just watch my VODs. I played Xenoblade 1, Xenoblade 2, and Xenoblade 3 on stream, live. Akemasen! Kananon back then slowly opened the door. Wait, is it the stranger? Is it the stranger who is... Wait, I think I know who did... Wait, is it... Oh no, never mind. Twin Sears. Hey ho! Look! Right behind the open door on the floor of the hallway lay the envelope. The envelope. The adults flew out into the corridor as well, but they could find no trace of anyone who might have knocked on the door. Just about an hour ago, Shannon and Cannon had come in to serve tea. At that time, everyone had seen that nothing lay in that spot. Someone came, knocked, left an envelope with the mark of the one-winged eagle on it, and left. But he's dead! But he's dead. He's like, no, I'm just gonna play hide and seek. So I think I have to move a little bit more to the right. Wait. What? But he's dead. Laying with twin spheres would be a happy sleep. Wow. By this point, the mansion had been completely locked up. Therefore, the cousins in the guest house, Nanja, Goda, Kumasawa, and Erika could not have come here. Furthermore, since Kraus, Natsu, and Genji were the only three who weren't in this room, one of those three had to have been the one who set that letter down in the corridor. So it was very likely that Kraus and the others had placed the letter there to make it seem like a message from Kinzo. I hate her. Oh yeah, right! I forgot. Battler found the gold. I forgot. I totally forgot. Battler found the gold. But remember, this battler is being played by Bernd Castle right now. Rudolph set the letter on the dining hall table and let everyone see the front and back to show that there were no tricks or hidden mechanisms, almost like a magician does before performing his act. Why is the music so loud? Could be a copycat. Yeah, but if Kinzo is dead. Okay. Oh no, there's actually something in the envelope. Who would have thunked? Sometimes this family is so stupid. Rudolph opened the envelope a bit roughly, then a folded letter, and a glittering object fell out. Is it the ring? Is it the ring? It was a ring. It's the witch music! Eva notices immediately and grabbed at it. That's kind of funny. I've always dreamed about wearing this ring on my finger someday. Give it to me! Isn't this a little bit creepy? Isn't this a little bit creepy? It's Beatrice! Sama? Rudolph showed everyone the part of the letter where that was written. It really did say that.
Congratulations.
The English. If scary, observe Booba to make scary go away. Okay, I'm gonna observe Booba. Okay.
碑文の謎を見事に解かれ、黄金鏡にたどり着きました。黄金はすべてバトラ様のものです。そして後ろ宮家の新しき当主もバトラ様です。その証として金蔵様よりお預かりしている。どうぞバトラ様、指輪をされて新しい黄金の主となり。
That's interesting. Become the new master of gold. You can be a master of gold. That is interesting. That's interesting wording.
新しき当主のご活躍を心よりお祈りいたしており。なんてこった。親父が書斎から出てこねえもんだから。森の魔女ベアトリーチェがこ
の指輪はあなたが持つ当主が身につけるべき特別な指輪。ベアトリーチェが何者か知らない彼女は一部始終を見届け、あなたが真の後継ぎだと認めてこの指輪を送ったのよ。いいこんな重要な指輪を。
ああ、いい。誇らしげに指にはめるといい。
They just want him to be the new head. They just don't want Kraus to be the new head.
いいか。
That's so funny.
さんが外せと言っても絶対に外すんじゃねえぞ。
All of the realtors with creepy smiles on their faces urged Bettler to put the ring on his finger. It looked like things would get pretty nasty if he refused, so Bettler reluctantly decided to put it on the middle finger of his left hand. The ring was heavy and stiff. At that moment, Kraus returned. Genji came back as well shortly behind him.
申し訳ない。妻は具合が悪そうだったので先に休ませてもらった。何かあったのか。
Well, we have a new head. Why did you horny bonk me? I don't know. Me no understando.
なんだか諸君がひどく慌ただしいようだ。
Immediately, Genji keenly spotted that which Bettler had just put on his finger.
さすが源氏さんや。これが誰の指輪かわかるようやな。
何の話だ。
Judging by Cross's dubious expression, it seemed unlikely that he was the one who placed the letter there. Furthermore, that expression quickly changed into one of shock.
そうよ。後ろ宮家当主の指輪よ。
The family conference took up this new topic, and the storm came once again. Well, I guess Bettler's the new head of the family now. Let's go. Ding dong. Ooh, the twilight will be here soon, right? Yay! Twilight time! Let's go. The rain was still pouring down as hard as ever. This weather was supposed to continue all day tomorrow as well, which made me feel a little bit depressed. Oh wait! Given the time, I should say today, not tomorrow. That doesn't really matter now. I'm sleepy. With half-asleep eyes, I open my umbrella. Who is this? The large drops of rain pounded mercilessly against it. Technically, the end of the family conference had been declared at 1 a.m. But external scuffles kept continuing sluggishly. I'm really jealous of Aunt Rosa. Okay, so this is Bettler, who managed to slip out of there at that time. She cleverly got away by saying that she'd check on Maria, who might have been staying up too late. She was like, I'm out of here, see you suckers. That caught me ruining my chance to escape, and they made me stick around until now, 3 a.m. So, what have they decided on after all this time? Wait, is he gonna witness the first Twilight? Is he gonna come back to the cousin's room? Oh, they just kept on arguing about who said what, like elementary school kids. I'm sure they're tired too. It's probably why they keep dragging on with the same pointless questions. I no longer felt any shock or anger towards them. Tomato! Hello, and no rise. I guess drowsiness is the best painkiller. I left them behind and finally returned to the guest house. And Noras, I feel like you're just in time to witness Carnage and Maria. Let's see. When I got back to the guest house, the first floor lounge was lit. But I even hear people chatting inside. Never mind. Apparently, some people were still awake even this late. This Despite the late hour, Goda-san and Dr. Nanjo were still up and chatting. Plates and cups were lined up on the counter. It looked almost like a bar with Goda-san as the bartender. When they noticed I had returned, they seemed to finally realize how late it was. When Goda-san made to chop off Dr. Nanjo's glass, the latter declined with an exaggerated gesture. He's just making him drunk.
もうこんな時間、南條先生があまりにお話がお上手なもので、ついつい。
Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you.
また別の機会に一杯やりましょう。
喜んで。バトラ様、お帰りなさいませ。
Were they also part of the first Twilight? I can't remember.
まだ旦那様方の会議は続いておりますか?
Until dawn? Oh, I never played that on stream. I played that on PlayStation. I just realized. And I saw Connor play The Quarry with Iron Mouse, and then I was like, should we play that stupid game again? Because I have it on Steam. I spoke carelessly with a big yawn. Why is she still here? Eisenmaus. Erica could be seen on the sofa. She had taken her shoes off and was lounging around as though she owned the place. Oops. Yeah, but we don't. As I keep saying, like, this sprite is so cute. It's actually so cute. But holy hell, this girl. You will witness her true colors soon. Eka grabbed the corners of her skirt and posed. This was somewhat less than graceful, considering that she was lounging on a sofa with her feet up. Why does he know that she returned at like exactly 1 AM? That's probably true, after taking part in that conference for so long. I feel like flopping down in bed right away myself. I've had it. Tired enough that I might flop over right here. That's when he will witness the murders. Okay, おやすみなさい。
朝食の仕込みはすでに済んでおります。どうぞ明日の朝食も大いにご期待いただければ幸いです。
In Gura-san's eyes, the family conference is an open stage on which to display his culinary skills. Maybe this invigorates him so much that he doesn't even get sleepy. Erica stood up, laughing at how youthful Goda was. This became a sign that it was time to disperse. See, like now it's like happy stuff. And I feel like the first Twilight already happened, right? Leaving the cleanup to Goda-san, I went to the bathroom and then climbed the stairs. Oh, and this is why they're gonna say it was Natsuhi, right? Because Natsuhi went to sleep. Oh.
それでは皆さん、老骨には
おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。おやすみなさい。
Good night. Then the second floor hallway we split up. Dr. Nanjo went to his room. Oh. Erica went to her room. Bye. And I returned to the cousin room where 3 dead cousins were waiting for me. Right? Right? I couldn't hear any sounds of... Yeah, I'm so eepy. I woke up at like 6:15 today because I was so nervous because of my exam, which I kinda aced. But I was so nervous. I'm awake since like 6. I could hear any sounds of playing coming from our room. Could they have fallen asleep already? Yeah, forever. For eternity. No surprise at this time of night. If they were still playing, they would have been staying up way too late. Uh-oh. When I opened the door quietly, as expected, the room was already pitch black except for a small nightlight. Everyone was already sleeping in their beds. I'm sure they all had a great time and played a ton. Then they probably talked about youthful things and enjoyed staying up late. Only I hadn't found the gold, I could have enjoyed my time with them. I'm already... Tracer! Oh, tired. So tired. Forgetting even to change my clothes or brush my teeth, I crawled into bed. And immediately began to descend into the marshes of sleep. Didn't the first twilight happen yet? Ah, today's been so insane. I wonder if that old bastard is still in that family conference now. However, does he not get tired? Come to think of it. What was it that old bastard said when we parted the company? He's talking about his dad. Is this when Rudolph's gonna die? Who died in the first twilight? I know it were the cousins and Kumasawa's son. Right, Battler also died. It was the first time ever that Battler actually died in the first twilight, right? So the first twilight didn't happen yet. The first Twilight, oh my god, speaking about Twilight, guys, have you heard there's a new Panem book? Like, I mean, she's not, it's not Stephanie Meyer, it's something Collins. But I always associate Panem with Twilight. There's apparently a new book. It was all over the news this morning. It was like, oh my god, stop. Right, Battler also perished. I'm sure it's more stuff about being the successor. I don't even want to hear about it. Is it like, I am not your father? Your father is actually... I was about to say Natsuhi. Is he actually not the father, or is his mother different? Wait, is his... Oh, is his mother actually not his wife and the first wife? I'll crawl you whenever you want, you old bastard. And then, what was this he said next? I'm telling you! I'm telling you! My birth? Probably just something about the noble Ushiromiya lineage. Maybe he's not actually an Ushiromiya. Imagine! Not interested. Just let me sleep. Although he and Anja have the same hair color. So maybe Asumu's actually not his mom? I don't know. Just let me sleep forever. Ding dong. Oh, hey, nice. Okay, cool. I think that's the stream today. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Have a great night. Bye-bye. The sound of crashing waves. The sound of the tide surging. The noise of the sea breeze. Maybe he is actually an imposter, Mogos. Whenever my headache torments me... Banana! These are the sounds that fill my head. Banana! Banana fills your head. Where are we now? Unable to bear a successor, I was in a very difficult position with regards to the Ushiromiya family. Oh, it's Natsuhi! It's Natsuhi.
Reminder that Cozy Sorarinia is cute.
It's Natsuhi. Whenever I heard of a drug or instance that could make you achieve pregnancy, I tried it. But nothing had any effect. Ooh, that reminds me. I saw some news today that vaping is bad for having children. If you want to have a child, don't vape. Don't vape. Because apparently, like, what is it? The hot air or something? I only like listened half to it. The hot air, whatever it is, you like suck in. Your sperm doesn't like it. Until I was blessed with Jessica 18 years ago. I was ashamed to even call myself a waifu. Well, you had a son. What happened to your son? I'm maidenless, so it's fine. Don't care, I'm maidenless, chat. Oh no. Chat. later repellent, guys. Oh no.
こうなすのは二人の努力と天の気。そなたばかりが責められたのでは割が合わぬ。何が原因で解任できた
Oh no, she's still hallucinating.
今となっては名医のもとにも通いました。屈辱的な検査も受けました。
Maybe it was actually your husband and not you, but we're in 1983. 1986? 1986.
しかしいつも理由はわからないと言われるだ
The
け。
reason was probably your husband, though.
結婚から短くない時間を経て。
I watch VTubers. You really think I got a maiden? Oof.
なるほどな。次期当主を密かに狙うエヴァが首をもたげぬわけもない。
Ever tried to convince father that I was a failure as the successor's waifu? It was a time when Kinzo was also very disappointed by my husbando's repeated business failures. On the other hand, Eva's husband Hideyoshi business was growing well, completely the opposite of my husband's. He was the only person who could bring father good news. So perhaps father couldn't be blamed if he decided to lend an ear to Eva's words. Or even accept them completely. It was all my fault. Because I couldn't bear a child. I think it was your husband. Your husband.
そなたに罪などこの国の赤ん坊はコウノトリが運んでくるのであろうが。
What? You tell that to children, but Beatrice, how old are you?
裁かれるならそれはコウノトリになるのが道理というものよ。
Wait. Is this actually Beatrice or is Natsui like the super cuckoo in the head?
ありがとう。しかし、いくら当時はまだご健康とはいえ、早く孫の顔を見たいと思われていたことは想像に難くありません。知るか。孫が欲しくば、うなるほど持っている金で好きにすればよかろうに。
Why not both?
金で生み出せぬものはないと豪語した金蔵だ。
Did he actually create a homunculus?
孫が欲しくば、自慢の金で何とかすればよいものを。
Hmm.
そうで、当主様は。こう宿す
Yeah, but what about your son? What is wrong with the son? Why does she mention the quote-unquote son?
その通りになされたのです。
Diet gave to many charities, thinking of the duty of anyone in possession of so much money. One among us, these, an orphanage known as the Fukuin House. Oh, we know about that. Have been given especially large donations, possibly because he had old ties with that place. We know that Kanon and Shannon came from that place.
ああ、よくあそこから家具どもがやってきていた。当主様は社会活動と職員福音の家の子たちの中から成績優秀な子を
I'm trying to not write too much on this man from 19 years ago. Right, we don't know anything about this person. The son is a lol gamer, so instant dismissed.
当家にいるシャノンやカノン、ルノンやマノン、レノンなどの
Okay, they have the on in their names, like Kanon,
そこ
Shannon,
からやってきた子たちでした。
who are Lunon, Manon, Leon. Okay. Ooh, wait. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something here. Write those names down. Cayman, write those names down. One of them is really important. A couple of them, but write those down, Cayman. I just realized something.
いろいろな連中がいたな。多くはほんの数年で辞めるがな。
I just I had an epiphany.
数年も働けば十分社会で生活していけるだけたまるでしょうし、後宮家での使用人経験は履歴書に通用する。それを得て社会へ羽ばたいてくれれば。
Shannon is the important one because twins there's. Sora told me to next to it.
なるほど、よーしか。
Wait, what? Why are you mentioning an adopted child? What? Wait, what? What adopted child? What? Wait, what? Wait, who's adopted child? What?
今何とおっしゃいましたか？
What? What? Wait, did he give her some random child? Wait, did he actually give her some random child? Wait, it's Jessica. Wait, who's that? Is that the man or is that Jessica? Apparently, the baby that Kumasawa was trying to soothe didn't like the study air at all. Kept on crying, upset. What? Here, have this child. Here, you have a child now. I found it. Wait, is that the quote-unquote son? Wait, who is it? Oh, interesting. No, I feel like it's a defect in Krause, not in her. It's actually his own son that he made with Beato. Imagine. Wait. Wait, I think you might be onto something. Wait. As though she couldn't hear our discussion in the slightest, Kumasawa kept on trying to cuddle the baby. This made it cry even louder. What? Exactly? That sounds so... like it could be.
あの日の悔しさを忘れたことはありません。私とて子が欲しくなかったわけがない。
Welcome home, Crow. Say hi to your son. I totally held him in my body for 9 months. He has been here.
でもいくら祈ろうとも身ごもれないのです。私の体に原因があるので。
No, I think it's Crows. It's probably freaking Crows.
しかしそれでもいくら努力しても身ごもれなかったのです。その挙句が察するぞ。
The baby had been picked up by the Fukuin house just recently. It just had been picked up. Of course, he couldn't help but feel compassion for this child, who was so young and who had already lost his parents' affection. However, it brought me nothing but pain and sadness. Hello, Chrono! It would have been another story. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. It would have been another story if I had suffered to bear this child. But why should I be forced to hold this baby? Who not only shared none of my blood, but who was not related to my husband in the slightest either. Might be your husband's brother! I don't think it was her body, it was Kraus. Hey Rulu, hello. Man, I'm so hyped for Xenoblade tomorrow. Oh, is this like she became pregnant the moment she got the adopted baby? Cross's junk wasn't strong enough. Yup. You're too busy playing Astrobot. I want to play Astrobot, but I don't have a PlayStation, so nope. My face just lit up. That was so... I just realized my face just lit up as soon as I saw it. I was like, Crows waved too much. Yup. Crows waved too much. Jessica. Did she want the baby to die? Oh. Did she pray for the death of the baby? the baby boy.
何を願われたのですか。
私は初めて
この
赤ん坊が消えてなくなってしまえばいいのにって。
But it didn't disappear because he's there, or is he? Wait, is he also just in her head? Is the baby boy just in her head? Is he actually dead? And he's just in her head, like she's just super cuckoo in the head right now. Of course, that wish was also granted by demons. On that day, I left the baby with an older servant and went to think about the future in the rose garden. No, that's a lie. Or is the kid alive only for this game? Oh. That like the kid is actually dead and the witches just brought the baby back. I didn't want to think about anything. The baby's cries were annoying, so I ordered the servant to take the baby to a place where I couldn't hear. By a place where I couldn't hear, I meant somewhere far away. Yep, I wished for it. I wished for the servant to take the baby far away and never return. Well.
雪吊りの悪魔が夏日様のその願いを
してどうなったのか。それは悪魔が願いを叶えてくれたとしか思えない奇妙な事故でした。
The woodland path from the rose garden to the harbor is probably well suited for a comfortable walk. It must surely feel good to occasionally leave the path and walk through a grove of trees, depending on your mood. However, wouldn't that path be fairly hard to travel on when taking a walk with a baby in your arms? Wait, is that the cliff where Beatrice also perished? There was a cliff on the other side.
多分10メートルくらいはあったと思います。下は岩場。そこには柵もあったのです。
Did the servant go like, yeet the baby? Or did they both fall?
その使用人はわざわざそんなところまで赤ん坊を抱いたまま歩いていき、そして柵に寄りかかったとでも言うので、まるで悪魔に手招きされて誘われたとしか思えない。
Oopsie!
誘われちゃったのね。
Was it Garp?
あなたの願いを聞いた悪魔が。
Was it Garp?
それではその使用人
They perished? Oh my god, did the baby get brought back? What is my English? Just for this moment. Just quoting Natsui. Garp is too hot to be evil. Oh. Oh, interesting.
そなたのせいではない。その先を考える必要はないぞ。でも私が願ったから。いいや違う。願えども叶えるか否かは神と悪魔と魔女の決まり。そなたに罪はない。人間に罪はない。
You heard it. Humans are sinless. Okay. It's just that Beatrice
わらわが殺したことにしてもよい。いや、わらわが殺した。
Is this all playing in Natsui's head, or is there actually Beatrice doing this? Let me realign my YouTube studio.
嘆くそなたを不憫に思い、わらわが
Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Is she just imagining this? Like, actually imagining this? Or is Beatrice actually there? Because we know we also have the Beatrice that's, like, kinda... What do you say? Like, puppet-like? Like, this is too meta for me. There are so many... We have like the gaming board with different pieces. We have the actual witches. And I don't know.
そのための悪魔でございますよ。
そうだわ。私たちはそのためにいるのだ。あなたが殺したわけもない。私たちが殺したのよ。だからあなたには何の罪もない。
It's like she's like Natsui is thinking, yeah, man, it wasn't me. It was just those demons. But do demons actually exist or not? I want to believe in them so much, but are they just in her head? That's the thing, right? Can they only be alive because they are in her head? But what was first, the egg or the chicken? It's the same kind of thing, right? Man, if demons look like God, I'll believe. Okay, just blame it on the witches and demons. Natsuya needs 2 demons, 1 witch, and Ghost Kinzo to cope. Yeah.
19年前の復讐を名乗るワーコードめ呪うならわらわを呪うがよいわ
Oh.
しかし呪うは魔女の専売
Witches have a patent on curses. Cool.
夏日に嬉しその喧嘩わらわが買おうではないか
Man, this is so sad though. Like, we have this game piece Beatrice right here. She's so cool. But then we have the actual Beatrice, who's in kind of a coma thingy. I don't know.
わらわは後ろ宮家顧問錬金術師使えし主に売りし喧嘩はわらわが買おうぞ19年前の復讐1000年の魔女の前にその程度の年月またたきだ
Nice.
19年前にそなたの死を願った夏日が憎思い出させてやろうぞそなたを崖下へ誘ったのは誰か
Kingdom Hearts. As the middle-aged female servant cuddled the sobbing baby, she walked on a small path through the trees. Natsuya told her that the baby was too loud, so she had tried to get as far from the rose garden as she could. She was completely unaware as to why she'd gone out of her way to head in this direction. However, the sobbing baby suddenly stopped crying. Like babies, they say babies can see the paranormal, right? Huh. Something was reflected in his eyes, but the servant couldn't tell what. However, thinking that the baby had stopped because it had taken an interest in something, she headed in the direction of the baby's gaze. It was Gob. Gob, 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 gob. The baby had seen a cloud of gold butterflies disappearing off into the trees. And on the other side of the trees, the servant could see a woman. Who? She didn't recognize this person, but it didn't look like anyone who was supposed to be here. The baby stopped crying and stared in that direction. And then the servant's legs started to automatically carry her that way. Her? Oh, her, the servants, okay. The cursed baby! That's... wow. Ah, the woman couldn't disobey. She was completely overwhelmed by Beata's gold glowing eyes. She walked lightly as though through a dream world. At some point, the scenery surrounding her had changed. But she did not notice. She could not notice. Ugh! Though this should have been Rokenjima, at some point it had become the garden of a mansion she had never seen before. It was a garden she had never set eyes on, even grander than the great rose garden of the Oshiromiya family. A garden of gold roses. The Golden Land! There stood an arbor, and a woman wearing an elegant dress beckoning to her. Oh no, it's Echidna! Today is ReZero Wednesday, by the way. There was a man who looked like a butler, and the tea he poured with a beautiful gesture had a very nice and enticing smell. It was as though they were telling her to join their tea party. She couldn't disobey. She had to go to the master of this golden rose garden. Echidna, so it's tea time. Yeah! Tea time from her armpits. And give this child as an offering. You never watch ReZero, Clockster? You should. Gop, 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 gop.
Hi.
She's so cool, look at her, she's so cool. When Gob snapped her fingers, a pitch black hole opened at the woman's feet and she was swallowed up along with the baby. The scene of the moment that followed must have burned itself into the eyes of the woman and the baby. ReZero is one of my favorite light novels. And the anime is also pretty good. The two floated in the air and looked down at the gold rose garden spread out below them. Below their feet was not the earth, but a golden rose garden that stretched as far as the eye could see without any gaps. Gaps? Gap, 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 gap. If one could have this scene imprinted in their minds as their last memory, that would be such a merciful way to die. Then the woman and the baby were swallowed up by the golden sea. The thunk was remarkably plain and remarkably quiet for a sound that stole away 2 lives. So they actually krilled the baby. However, it made for a perfectly suitable show at a tea party of witches. But she was all alone. With the woman and the baby at the center, the rose garden was slowly swallowed up by darkness. The sound of the wind grew stronger bit by bit. Is that TV static? What is that noise? It was the roar of the sea. Rawr. The 2 who had fallen to the thicket of golden roses from that great height and died were gradually wrapped up in the roar of the sea, wrapped up in the scenery of the beach below the cliff. Say it in red. Say it in red.
19年前の復讐とやらは崖下の2人を見つけ、私は青ざめました。
She went pale, oh no.
そしてお屋敷へ駆け戻り、大騒ぎになりました。大至急船で病院に運びましたが、あの高さで即死を免れただけでも奇跡。
It was a miracle. Wait, they were still alive? You think the baby actually survived? But they didn't tell her?
シオニも、そして赤ん坊も死にました。
You sure? You sure? Did it actually die?
私はお父様から赤子を預けられ、
It's been 3 damn days! Just play with the adults. Just play with the adults.
主人は出張中でした。当時まだお屋敷にお住まいだったローザさんも、ご友人と旅行六軒島には私とお父様しかいなかった。そして私とお父様以外誰もよく知らぬ間に
Wait.
どこからともなく赤ん坊が現れ、
Wait.
そして消えていった。
She never told anyone. They never told anyone that she adopted a baby. And just grilled it. They never told them. They were like, no one was here, so
あれはそう、夢なのよ。お父様は
They never
私を
told
責めるに
anyone.
違いないと思っていました。しかし何か様子がおかしかった。
Wait. No one truly will ever know, right? Because Kinzo's dead. Wait. Why did he fight this so funny? Wait.
読めていたぞ、読めていたぞ、この天末はな。
Wait, what?
どこまであがくのか、どこまで我が物にならぬというのか。
Was the baby actually his own? Was the baby actually his own? I feel like the baby was Kinzo's baby. And he wanted the baby to be raised by Natsuhi. The baby was his, wasn't it?
からの檻に興味はない。
See, I have no interest in an empty cage. The baby was his.
打ち捨て。
Oh, shit. When father learned of the accidental death, he kept on laughing and laughing as though there could be no greater pleasure. Enough that just listening to it gave me a creepy feeling. Did he actually have a Beatrice in his house? Thank you so much for the sub, Yoke. Thank you, thank you. Give VIP. Well, Yoke. I will give you VIP. Wait, where is it? Community. Hey, okay. You get a free VIP. OMG. You will get a free VIP. There you go. Enjoy your VIP. You are a VIP. Look, for your 3 years, you became VIP. 3 million years of sub. Let's go. Oh my god. No. Cayman. Are you writing everything of this down? Man, I really feel like this was actually Kinsel's baby. Perhaps something had come loose in his mind. From that day onwards, Father shut himself up inside the world of the occult even more than he ever had before. Free VIP is an option. Well, it wasn't technically free because he had to pay for the sub. When my husband came back, he was surprised to see that Father was even more bizarre than he had been before. However, he had already accepted that this was happening sooner or later. Of course, my husband had heard about the baby. Oh, you heard about the baby. You just paid with your sub. You didn't see it? The gachapon. You won the gacha. You won the gacha. It said free VIP. However, he told me that it was surely just some whim of Father's and to forget it. And we got a banana. So I forgore. Hydrate. She forgore, he forgore, everyone forgore. Hello. It was an unfortunate accident. No, there wasn't an accident at all. I forgot everything, even that the baby had existed in the first place. After all, it was a twisted nightmare that lasted not even 3 days. That's right, it was all a nightmare. I don't want to remember. The cliff, the broken fence, the roar of the sea, and the cry of the baby. Not the Higurashi, the baby.
その赤ん坊が19年くだらぬわらわが殺したすでにこの世にはおらぬわ
Say that in red.
しかし赤き真実
See, there's no red truth in the human world, so is the baby really dead?
人間の世界に信用できることなどありません
Interesting.
そうねベアとは確かに殺したわでも人間の世界では生きていることになっているのかもしれない
I'm so confused. She killed the baby in the magic world? But in the human world, so there are 2 worlds. Is that it? Is that it? It's funny. I'm like... I'm playing on my chair. And my mic can't pick that up. That is funny. But... So there are 2 worlds. A human world and a magic world. Ah. Chat ROMs. No, not Schrödinger.
実は生きていたというのですかあの高さからあの岩場に転落したわからんだが落ち着けそやつがどうそなたを憎もうと
I feel there's a few which would make sense while my finished theory makes no sense to my contingency theory. So there are... there's a human world and a magic world. I mean, now we're definitely in a magic world, right? Because of its chessboard, the game. Bro, I don't know.
そなたを恨もうなどお門違いもいいところよ
Yeah, but she kind of abandoned him, right? Like, baby wakes up in a hospital, half dead. But how does the baby actually know that he was with the Ushiromiyas? Ah. Yeah, the storm has already cut Rokanjima from the human world, yes. But... I'm so confused.
でもたとえ指一本触れていないとしても私は心の中落ち着け19年前の男が何を恨もうと叫ぼうとそなたを追求できる罪などはだから落ち着け19年前の男は
I don't think it's magic still. I just think it's a different scenario that allows me to think of a different thriller if things played a certain way. Huh. Huh. But I really feel like there is a magic world. But like the magic world actually can't, how do you say it, influence. The magic world can't influence the human world. It just plays along. Like they are bored. People in the magic world are bored and they are just writing their own little scenarios. And are like, hey, yeah, everything happened with magic, but they also know it didn't. I feel like that's the thing, right? Like everything happened in the human world with humans. You know what I mean? Like everything can be explained in human language. Yeah, right? Yeah, I agree. Yep. And then, but magic exists. But they can't actually influence this. Didn't Beata mention meeting Battler 19 years ago at one point? Yeah, and at the same time, she denied it, kinda. Right? Right? It's so complicated, wait. Ugh. Yeah, see, right? Let me quickly get my straw back into my bowl of water. There we go. My job here, sir, but you haven't done anything. What is that laugh this time? Yeah, I think it was 6 years ago. It wasn't 19 years ago, it was 6 years ago. But at the same time, she was like, well, she met him, but also didn't meet him. Yeah, 19 years ago. Was whoopsies!
面白くなってまいりましたな。ゴールドスミス教の秘密を守るのに加え、19人目。
Yeah, why is it always 19? It's always 19.
そうね。金蔵が生きていると主張する私たちにとって、その19人目の駒に19年前の
Stop with the GQ. Cliff kill count is not 3. Yup. Beato, the baby who might have been actually from Beato. And then the servant. Isn't this a great point to stop, guys? Furu de Erika is Lady Bernkostel's piece. In that case, whose piece is the man from 19 years ago? Well, it's time. It's time for an ad break, anyways, guys. It is time for. Can I please run the ad? Twitch, let me run the ad, please. I want to cut it here. Twitch, please. Oh my god, I hate Twitch. Pop out ads manager. Nope. Ad is starting soon. The voice faintly seeping from the other end of the line was Natsuhi's. Right, she wasn't allowed to leave her room, and that's why Erika. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you. We'll see you in 3 minutes, guys. long I've been listening to this. Even this begging scream, which would shake the heart of any listener, could be listened to with a cold ruthlessness through the end of the receiver. I'm still confused that he sounds like Battler. I'm so confused that he sounds like Battler. Cause I'm actually Battler. I have a split personality. I'm like still confused about the Battler. You're actually not Battler Ushiromiya, you're just Battler. Like you're not the Battler Ushiromiya, you're just the Battler Ushiromiya. But you're not the original one. That still confuses me. It's Keishi, gotta be. Yamete kuda stoppu. The receiver was slammed down. He knew very well that the way you hang up a phone can leave a nasty aftertaste for the other side. Whoop. Lambda. No! Lambda! It's a clone from the cells collected from the dead baby. Oh, god damn it, Lambda. God damn it, Lambda. God freaking damn it! So is the baby alive or not? You can't change your voice.
声くらい誰だって変えられるわよ。パパにおねだりの時は甘い声。学校休む時は風邪っぽい声。実は嫌いな友達に断る時は申し訳なさそうな声。お望みならどんな声でも使い分けて見せるけど。
Oh, was that actually the same voice actor? That was so hot. The If You Want was so hot. Wait, can I listen to that again? Wait. I wanna. I wanna listen to that again. Can I? Oh, that reminded me of Tenma. Miami Tenma. Yeah, 30 ma. It was 30 ma. I wanna listen to that again. Wait. I wanna listen to that again. That was hard.
なかなか素敵な駒じゃない。エンジェなんかよりはるかにベルにふさわしい駒だわ。お褒めに預かりまして光栄です。
No, no, Erika, go away.
こちらこそよろしくよ。
Go away.
素敵だわ。
She's way taller than Lambda. That's so funny.
本当に可愛い。魔女幻想に屈服させて、その顔を屈辱に歪めてやりたいわ。
Ah, yes. Oh no! Look at those faces! Look at those two faces! Oh no!
私に恥をかかせないでよね。エンジェよりはるかに使える駒だってことを見せてちょうだい。
Oh, she's under pressure!
お任せを。ベルンカステル卿、我が主。
My master!
私はあのようなネクラで低能で可愛げのかけらもない駒とは違います。
She's dissing Anje.
本当よね。エンジェなんてクズ肉になってバトラを断ち切れる以外何の役にも立たなかったわ。家族愛とか兄弟愛とか私たちは
The self glaze is crazy. Did you? Wait, oh, I'm gonna watch that. What?
学校休むときは風邪っぽい声。実は嫌いな友達に断るときは申し訳なさそうな声。お望みならどんな声でも。
Oh, that's so.
私たちが見たいゲームはもっとえぐくてドロドロしててグロテスクでポップでキュートな殺人事件だもの。
Gruesome and sticky, excuse me. A grotesque pop and cute murder case.
夏日がキングでベアトがクイーンってとこかしら。夏日をかばって群がる魔女と家具たちはチェスの駒というよりは
ボーリングのピーって感じ。夏日にベアと金蔵にガラクタ家具の幻想たち、私たちを楽しませてみせなさいよね。
Interesting illusions of the worthless furniture. Interesting.
特にベアと私たちもうあんたには飽きてるの。
Oof.
あんたの魔女伝説殺人ごっこはもうおしまい。
Oof.
あんたの出番もおしまい。このゲーム版はもう私とベルンがいただいたわ。あ
Damn.
んたなんて私たちの駒に落ちぶれて永遠に遊ばれてるのがお似合いよ。
Oof. Look at Burn's face. Holy.
夏日もベアトも薄汚い真実という腹渡を薄皮一枚で包
Man, I
んだ
love
だけの
those
ズタ
witches.
袋だわ。それをズタズタに引き裂いて中身を引きずり出すことこそ
I love the witches.
私たちの数少ない娯楽なの。
楽しく遊べるわ。ねえ見てるベアトリーチェ、あんたのゲーム版は本当にも楽しく遊べるのよ。私が見せてあげるわ。本当に楽しい第5のゲームをね。
She's like, oh god, shut the fuck up.
私たちばっかり気持ちよく喋っちゃベアトにも喋らせてあげたら。
I just imagine Beato's like one head taller than these little munchkins.
だそうよ。特別に発言を許すわ。今回のゲームの抱負でも言っちゃったら。
Ugh.
何もないって。そうよねそうよね。
Oh my god.
あんたバトルに屈しちゃった負け犬だもん。私に任せなさい。魔女
Okay.
側優勢に一気に流れを変えてあげるから。ただあんたという駒はサクリファスさせてもらっちゃうけどね。
The Beatrice piece or which piece?
気分も第一の
The
番人
the
あっさりとかれ黄金の番人ベア夏日の幻想として駒に残れてよかったじゃない。
Oh no.
もうあんたの扱いは駒じゃなくてピンなんだけどね。
黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェなんて、もうあんたとその家具たちは私のゲームではほんのちょいやつやられやつ。
Interesting.
気持ちよーくすっ飛ばされて私とベルのおもちゃにされなさいよ。
嫌ならやめてって一言言っそしたらやめてあげるから。
Hmm. She's like, no.
嫌じゃないって。
Those two
あんた
munchkins.
ピン確定ね。
Okay. There's no need for a golden witch anymore. All that's needed is a sacrificial doll so the two witches can enjoy some time playing. Die, disappear. Confess to your filthy past and your crimes. Speak out your sob story of regret and repentance as you throw yourself off a cliff and die. The golden witch will never again have her turn. Ah ha 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 ha. Uh-oh. Is she gonna say something? Oh. Oh. This will probably turn out to be a nasty game. On the surface, it looks very similar to the usual tales. However, there's no respect given to the true main character of the story. This tale was supposed to be one that the Golden Witch Beatrice invited Ushiromi Abetla to see. However, the host has been lost and there are no longer any guests. The one who did the inviting and the one who was invited are no longer around on this horrible tale. Welcome to the 5th game. End of the Golden Witch. Welcome to the banquet without the guest of honor, hijacked by the evil witches. Is it now finally gonna start? Long hair, Beato's illegally hot. Damn. Cam told me she really liked Shy Beatrice from episode 3. The one you remember, the one that trolled at the end, but was shy at some point, but then she super trolled. Yeah, she liked that one. Same, why are we still here then? Oh, you never caught episode 3? That was Eva was the witch. Stupid Eva.
妹さんのためにもしっかり戦わなくちゃ。ご安心を。ラムダデルタ教はベアトリーチェのマヌケと違う。
Nice.
私がしっかりサポートするので問題ありません。
Don't trust her. Don't trust her. Look at her little fingers. Don't trust her.
私と一緒に今度こそ魔女幻想を暴いてやろうではありませんか。
Look at her stupid face.
お前なんか知らね
え。Exactly.
ベアとのゲームにいなかった存在など。
I don't need you.
強がり言ってる場合ですか。まあ、お互いせいぜい頑張りましょう。一緒に魔女幻想であらを引き裂いてやる。
Erica offered me her hand to shake, the teeny tiny hand. Instead of just passively ignoring this, I gave her a proactive and clear answer by knocking her hand aside. Wait, Erica is taller than Bird. Does Bird have a complex? Why did she make her piece taller? Or are those like the shoes?
握手は嫌いだそうよ。エンジェと同じなのね。ご安心を。私はエンジェよりはるかに役バトラさんの闘志を回復する以外何もできなかったひき肉とは。
Stop mentioning the shredded meat.
頼もしそうな仲間に恵まれて嬉しいわね。かつてはワルギリアにロの上、エンジェまで来てくれたわ。そしてとうとうベルにエリカまで。
I don't know if I want them.
あんたを応援してくれるクマたちはこんなに。
I don't think they're supporting him.
それでも未だに真相の尻尾すらつかめない無能っぷりってどんな気持ち？
関係ねえな。これは俺とベアとの戦いだ。その他の誰であろうと。
ああ、そうなの。やっと独り立ち。いっつも誰かに助けられ、情けをかけられてばかりのあんたを楽しませてもらうわ。
Okay. Let me entertain you.
取り戻す。これは俺たちのゲームだ。
It's the hopeful music.
お前たちはお呼びじゃね
え。そうよ。これはあなたたちのゲームなら取り戻してごらんなさいよ。手加減だらけだった。
Pretty sure Erica is like 15 and Burn has a 12-year-old body. Yeah.
誰の助けもなく一切の容赦のないラムダのゲームをどこまで戦えるのか。
ではお目覚めなさい、後ろ宮バトラー。ようこそ。
Yeah, but he's dead then. Hey guys, do we end it here? Oh, look! Hey, man! Man! It's been an hour. It's already time. It's already time, guys. October 5th, 1986. The second day. Was it someone's alarm clock? Beep beep. An electronic tone repeatedly rang out through the room. Bettler had gone to bed late and not managed to get enough sleep. Wait, he didn't perish? Covered his head in his blanket and waited for someone to turn off the alarm. No matter how much time passed, the electronic tone didn't stop. I see. The point of an alarm clock isn't just to be loud enough to wake you, but to be annoying enough to keep you from wanting to fall back asleep. Hey, that alarm's going off. Make it stop, please. Why do waking up voices always get this annoyed? Well, it does make sense. After all, people are still sleepy in a bad mood. However, there was absolutely no sign that my annoyed voice had caused anyone to turn over in their sleep because they are dead. Or crawl out of bed to stop the alarm. Letting out a deep sigh, I stumbled to my feet. With the shutters down on the windows, there was almost no light getting in, and the room was as dim as it had been earlier. Though even without the shutters, there's no way this dull weather would let in enough sun to make this a pleasant morning. The cousins were still wrapped up in their beds, sound asleep and taking no notice whatsoever of that beeping. Normally, once any one person gets up, the others tend to automatically follow. Annoyed, also it's the happy music. Annoyed that this law of serious summer camp awakenings that I made up had broken, I searched for the source of the sound. I could hear it coming from a wristwatch set on a table. Judging by the style of watch, it was probably George Aniki's. Anyway, when I randomly pushed a small button on the side of it, the sound stopped. Apparently, it had been set for 7 in the morning. Is it already 7? Sorry, but I really don't feel like I slept at all. Playing cards were left on the table as though they had stopped mid-game. The game had probably been 7s. Oh no, he's Shuni. Damn it, I've got this piercing headache. What the hell happened last night? The Mountain of Gold and the subsequent argument between the relatives all feel like a bad dream. Breakfast normally came at 8. Now wasn't a bad time to start getting up and getting dressed. Even those adults probably won't argue in front of the cousins. In that case, I stay with my cousins all day long. I'm sure they'll be able to separate me from all this annoying talk about the Golden being the successor and all. In fact, I should have done this from the beginning. Felt disgusting having slept with my clothes on last night, which caused me to get all sweaty. I guess I'll take a shower. I'm sure the others want to as well. At this age, it's embarrassing to wake them by shaking their shoulders. But turn the TV on, everyone will probably wake up. No, they're dead. Well, let's at least turn the lights on for now. In this dim light, with the quiet sound of the never-ending wind and rain, it really doesn't feel like morning has come yet. I flipped the light switch, and then that dimly lit morning ended. Ah, hi. Hi. How you doing, man? It's a nice mouth. Ah.
あんまりやないか。こんなマネがどうして許されるんや。
As they clung to Aniki's corpse, which would never wake up again, Aunt Eva and Uncle Hideyoshi cried. She just went to sleep. That's so fun, like Battler. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
ジョージ君がこんな姿をお二人に見せたいと思うわけがない。
姉貴、気持ちはわかるが、今は南條先生。
Yeah, I think he's dead. I think so, because I'm a doctor. And doctors know best. Oh, damn. Damn. I really like those new faces in the answer rocks, not gonna lie. Yeah, put a blanket over him. When Aunt Eva tried even harder to cling to that corpse, Dad and Uncle Hideyoshi dragged her away and had a heated debate with her beside the wall. He's been dead 4 hours. Help him. Do a blood transfusion. He's dead. I should be sad, but man, it's so funny. Dr. Nanjo shook his head slightly, then nodded across to where I stood, giving me a signal. I softly pulled the blanket up, covering George Aniki's corpse. His neck was split wide open. It was probably larger and deeper than his mouth. Ew. Would covering that part up make the corpse look neat and clean? Of course not. The large amount of lost blood stained the bed a horrible red and black. Even covering him with a blanket couldn't hide the traces. After all, even the blanket had large red-black stains, and covering him with it made his corpse look even more gruesome. So I stripped the blanket off my bed and placed it on top of the first one. But what about the others? But there were only 2 extra blankets. So if we covered one more of the corpses, we wouldn't be able to cover any more. I feel bad about the ones we can't cover. But for some reason, times like these make me feel like muttering, "Don't complain about it being unfair," inside my head. Want them to catch a cold? They're dead. What's going on? Kirsten and I started covering the other corpses up to their heads with their blankets, just like Judge Aniki's, so that they wouldn't have to undergo any more shame with their terrible wounds exposed like this. In one bed rested Jessica. Yes, some cold, some wild people get sick for days. Yeah. Well, they're dead. Jessica was exactly the same as Judge Aniki, though she appeared to be resting quietly in the bed. Her neck had been sliced deep and the wound lay open in a brutal way. Maria was the same. And not only Maria. Was it Rosa? There was one more victim, lying on the same bed as though they'd been sleeping alongside each other. Was Aunt Rosa. Well. The corpse was found in the cousin's room on the 2nd floor. The direct cause of death was unknown, but her neck was slit open by a sharp blade. I find it interesting that they always also show you the part where they got killed. The wound was deep enough that anyone could easily confirm her death with absolute certainty. God damn it. Remember, Lambda Delta is the witch of certainty. Same for this guy. Same for her. And the same for Rosa, okay. In this room were 4 humans who had been grilled, their necks sliced open. They'd probably been like that since last night. Returned without noticing anything, gotten in bed and fallen asleep. All of them had a horizontal cut across their throats. They'd been forced to see all the way into the depth of those gashes in everyone's throats. At worst, the wounds might have been deep enough to stretch halfway through their necks. If you tried to open it up, you'd probably be able to see the gash reaching all the way to the bone. The only wounds were the single gashes on each neck. So if you just covered their necks with your hand, you might be able to persuade yourself that they were merely sleeping. But even so, this frighteningly deep wound was incredibly gruesome. There's no such thing as clean or dirty ways of killing. All methods of killing are equally brutal. But even so, brutality here is just horrible. And there was one more thing that adorned these brutal murders, making them even more unsettling. Again, drawn very large, very large on the wall. Why is my mouse doing that? Something like an eerie magic circle. It was drawn in a bright red paint that looked like blood. It made it look as though some creepy ceremony had taken place in this room. You missed these demonic symbols, right? When Maria was like, I know this. But the 4 of them offered as human sacrifices. Yeah, but where are the other 2? However, that wasn't what we were concerned about. No one has a heart so cold that they could witness the death of those close to them and still worry about some scribbles on the wall. Hello. Oh, no. Hi. Yeah. Gokigenyo. Oh my god, this girl. The girl who bragged that she drew more pleasure from the process of exposing the truth than the truth itself, who went so far as to call herself an intellectual, yes, appeared in the hall. When she saw the extraordinarily creepy magic circle in this gruesome room, I heard what was unmistakably a sigh of admiration escape her lips. Oh my god, this girl! On Erika's face? No, that's not it. I think she's super happy that people died. It was in her eyes. In Erika's eyes I could see. Yes, sincere, An indiscreet smile. It was hard to describe. She found this interesting. She found the outbreak of a crime interesting. It was like the smile of a kid off to the side of the stage just before trying to appear in a school play. I mean, I can kind of understand her because she's not involved. She doesn't know these people, right? She has no idea who these people are. She talked to them for like 5 minutes, so she's like, whatever. I'm the detective. See?
お前に用はないと言ってんだぜ。部外者はおとなしく突っ込んでろ。
現場検証を妨害するよというのが私の持論ですか
She with her mysteries.
お前の都合など知るか。出て行け。お前なんかお呼びじゃねえ。
Is this the Battler? This is actually being controlled by Battler now. I think it is. It's probably not... Was it Burn? Burn. It's probably not Burn who's like controlling this Battler anymore. It's our Battler, right? Mom said it's my turn to be the detective.
エリカちゃん、ほんまにすまんが部屋に戻っててくれんか。今は取り込み中なんや。
Stop! I'm pressing the button. Oh my god, stop! I can't skip this. I can't skip it. Should be him because Battler woke up, yeah, and he's now like...
もしそれが必要なら俺たちがするし、お前にみんなの亡骸をさらに恥ずかしめる権利なんかあるわけがねえ。
She's like, whatever, man. There we go. There we go. Erika's true colors. Let me realign my YouTube studio again. Those are Erika's true colors. You see that? You see that, guys?
全ての現場を検証する権利を持つ。そこをどきなさい。後ろ宮バトラー。これは人間側に認められたゲームの正当な権利よ。
Look at her go. She said, here, have my red truth, whatever. I'm just gonna use my red, whatever. Those words, which seemed to be utterly ridiculous at first, were words of power that had come from a world on a much higher plane than the one they were in. Battler was thrown back by an unseen power and landed on his butt. Struck silent by this quiet intensity, nobody was able to prevent Erika from entering the room suffocated by this bizarre atmosphere. But it's interesting, right? She's using that power inside of the game now. So far, we've only seen this power outside of it, right? That's interesting.
ご安心を。死者の尊厳を犯すことが目的別に。喉の切り口なんておぞましいもの。
Nice.
私が知りたいのはもっと別のことです。つまり、この殺人を何女。
Yeah, that's also what we want to know.
それから皆さん、特に第一発見者のバトラさん、いろいろとお尋ねしたいことがありますので、ご協力をお願いします。
だから何の権限があって。
Is he gonna use the red truth again, like BAM?
私が探偵だからよ。
Battler couldn't argue against this incomprehensible nonsense. This is interesting because this came from Burn Castle now. So is Burn Castle actually playing Erika's part, or is Erika her own person? I'm so confused. Battler couldn't argue against this incomprehensible nonsense. Yeah, see, I'm also like, huh? No, he wasn't permitted to argue. It's a restriction placed on pieces. Erika summoned Dr. Nanjo and heard the details of his preliminary examination of the corpses. Normally, he wouldn't have spoken to that on an outsider so casually. However, for some reason, the atmosphere about the place had become one in which hiding things from Erika was forbidden. Glowy? There is no Glowy on this model. I'm sorry, there's no Glowy on this model. I have to switch to this one. have to switch to this one. Let me give you a free glowy. Let me give you a free glowy. Wait a second, ちょっと待ってください。Bum, bum, bum, bum. There you go. Yeah, where are the other two? The joy of Byrne being the player this time instead of Battler, she can do a lot more. Yeah, but I'm like, this feels like Byrne is actually Erika. But it also feels like Erika is her own person, right? Yeah, I remember you, chicken. Wait. So she just killed 4 people? Oh, never mind. On the wall was a magic circle representing the first twilight, similar to the ones in Beata's game. Erika is a Rosie. The girl talks though, but I wonder just how close she should be able to imitate Beato. Giggle, giggle, ahaha, that Hebrew sure is crappy. That Hebrew sure is crappy. She's just dissing Lambda. It isn't written exactly right. She's just dissing Lambda. And the sexy natures are like, what?
きっとベアトリーチェ様の真似がしたかったのよ。
They're just making fun of Lambda. That's kind of funny.
真似どころじゃないわよ。人間の誰かがベアトリーチェ様の仕業に見せかけるためにわざわざ書いたんだわ。とにかくベアトリーチェ様に報告を。
I'm so confused. I like don't know anymore. Like, what is the quote unquote real world we're seeing? Like,
でも全然美しくない殺人だわ。別に密室でもないし、不可能犯罪でもない。こんな無残な殺人、ベアトリーチェ様に全然ふさわしくないわ。
what? Skill issues Linda? Who is Linda?
予期せぬ事件に予期せぬそして19年前の予期せぬ
Yes, they're all hot.
気分はバトラーに解かれるし今回のゲームは普段とまるで何がどうなってる
Yeah, I don't know, Satan.
行くわよ
はいお姉様
Flop. Bye. I want to see the bunny girls. I like the bunny girls. This guy's still alive. Sucks. In the kitchen, Goda was preparing a wonderful breakfast at a brisk pace. The main dish would be herb omelets. Even simple foods could become an invigorating feast on Goda's skillful hands. We would pre-cook everything beforehand and prepare the food in the dining hall right before everyone's eyes. Oh, it's such a happy music! Yeah, I don't like Goda. Goda hummed as he continued his work in high spirits. When Shannon, who was helping out, saw Goda like this, her mood also brightened. She arranged the salad in a neat little pattern and showed it to Goda.
こんな感じでどうでしょう。トマトの感じがちょっと可愛くなったと思う。
実に良いですよ。シャノンさんもなかなか分かってまい。
Ah, it's so funny. We have 68 people here. Yay! The two happy people gave each other a high five. Shannon didn't like Goda when he was sneaky, but she had no problems at all with him when he was cooking happily. She sometimes even thought it'd be nice if his contract hadn't included any jobs besides cooking. If that had been the case, he wouldn't have had to get in a bad mood doing unnecessary jobs. At least Shannon was here. Okay, so she's also still alive. Wait, who died? Who are the other two people? Wait. Who are the other two people? These people are also alive. Wait, is it Kanon and Genji? Wait, who are the other dead people? We haven't seen Genji and Kanon yet. Maybe Kraus? The Yoshirome family really did give Twin Thieves trouble. That shirt is screaming, holding them back from being exposed. Yeah, but I thought one of them was Battler at the beginning. Without thinking, even Kumasawa caught Goda's high spirits. The kitchen had a very nice smell and atmosphere about it, truly refreshing for so early in the morning. Okay, he's also still here. Then Kanon came back, grumpy even this early in the morning, just like he always was. Kanon and Genji were in charge of getting many things ready for the morning, such as opening the curtains. However, Kanon was alone today, so it had taken much longer than usual. Okay, Genji is one of them. Even though Goda had asked her to get the serving cart ready, Kumasawa plodded off after Kanon, slyly skipping work. As Kanon muttered about how Goda was the one who slept in all the time, he headed for the servant waiting room. Last night, Kanon had dozed off well in the middle of his late night shift, falling asleep in the servant room. Shannon had been kind enough to put a blanket on him, but that had just made it so warm that he fell into an even deeper sleep, so he hadn't returned to his bed in the servant waiting room the previous night. Because of that, he hadn't met Genji even once this morning. Knock knock, who's there?
Genji-sama, Kanon desu. Ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohayo. Ora. When he tried to open the door, Kanon noticed something strange on the upper part of it. It's another magic circle! Was that packing tape? A small strip of packing tape was stuck along the frame of the door. It's a closed room! It's a closed room murder! Maybe? I don't know. A small strip of packing tape was stuck along the frame of the door, almost as though it was sealing the door shut. Furthermore, there were notches made with scissors along the center of the packing tape, so that if you opened the door only a slight amount, it would be torn apart. Also written sloppily across the packing tape with a thin pen was what appeared to be someone's signature. Closed from the outside. Yeah, right? It's like the other way around. The keyhole is upside down. It always has been. It was written in a very intricate and decorative manner, so even if it was a signature, there was no way of telling whose it was. Genji-sama, I need healing. The packing tape tore apart and he opened the door. It wasn't as though anything happened when it split, so the two quickly forgot about the strange tape. The room was dimly lit. The lower bed of the two-level bunk bed still had a lump under the blanket. Apparently, Genji was still sleeping. Well, I think he needs healing. There was a large red black stain on the blanket. Even the servants' blankets were always kept clean. A stain like that definitely shouldn't have been there. Kanon hesitantly peeled back Genji's blanket. No saw what was left of him. What? He was shocked into silence. What was left of him? What was left of him? Katana. Yeah, so there shouldn't be murders, right? After dashing out, Kumasawa called Goda and Shannon over. Then this new pair let out screams identical to the first two. making breakfast. Oh, you're right, she's the glutton. Quick, Kumasawa, give him some blood.
2日目の朝食は決して静かに取れやしない嫌な予感がする。現時だけで済まないかもしれない。屋敷内を確認するわよ。他にも何か起こっているかも。
はい、お姉様。
Why are they always bending over like this, the sexy Nechans? Why are they doing that? Why are they bending over? Natsui sprang awake at the sudden sound of the phone. Even Natsui was surprised that she'd woken up. She thought she spent the whole night unable to sleep out of fear that the mysterious man might come in at any moment. But she dozed off before she knew it. Of course, Natsui still didn't feel rested at all. She groaned from the dull pain in her head, which hadn't gone away once since last night. She managed to get out of bed.
おはようございます、夏日様。おはよう。
She can't even see the sexy nature.
最悪の朝。ご安心を。誰も部屋へ立ち入ろうとはしませんでした。さあ、不審番をありがとう。
Even so, that didn't mean she'd been able to sleep peacefully. She continued ringing off the phone, made her headache throb even more strongly.
電話にお出になられた方がよろしいかと。良くないご報告が妹たちから。良くない報告は後にしましょう。先に電話をします。
Your daughter's dead. It's okay. Let's just wait. Natsui shook her head to wake herself and picked up the receiver. Then she regretted not listening to Lucifer's bad news first, because she wanted the first thing she heard on this horrible morning to be something better than this. That voice told her that this horrible morning, this nightmare would not stop.
私はずっと部屋にこもっていました。もちろん電話もしていません。
でもこの電話には出ちゃったよね。
This guy. Natsui gripped the receiver so hard it creaked. Party! Oh, he knows! Because it's Lambda! Oh no, is she gonna use not Jessica's voice? Is she gonna use... There was the sound of the receiver being jolted around. The phone was apparently being passed to someone else, but there was a clunking, clattering noise, as though it was taking a lot of effort to hand the receiver over. Who in the world could he be giving the phone to? No matter who this man gives the phone to, that can't be good news for me. Is it Erika? Oh. Oh! Wait! Kraus got kidnapped. Kraus got kidnapped? Interesting. It was without a doubt the voice of her husband. However, he didn't respond to Natsui's voice. Perhaps he was bound somewhere in the darkness. Crosses into bondage now. Yeah, we need one more death, right? Yeah, but that would be weird if this would happen now. Cross, not realizing that Natsui was on the other end of the phone, repeatedly demanded that he be untied. Oh no, why? Oh no, but why? Are there gonna be more murders? Are there gonna be more murders? Hey V-Heck, hello! Oh, I feel like there's gonna be more murders. Oh, so that he can blame it Even more on her. Mom Moin? Who's mom? Who's mom? You wrote that in Cam's Discord once too. I was like, huh? Seems like a good way to put her on a crime scene. Yup. Yup. You're now on a new Xbox. Mom said it's my time on the Xbox. Ask Chad. Ask Chad.
その約束本当に守るんでしょうねもちろん母さんこそ守ってよ
Also, sliding typing and Moin don't get along super reliably. Sliding typing? What is sliding typing? Rip! Are you sliding right now? Ooh. At that time, there was suddenly a loud knock on the door to Natsui's room. Her heart leapt automatically. On mobile, when you drag your finger over the keyboard. Oh, yeah, that also never works for me. It's Goda and Kanon. Let's go. Let's go. The voices coming from across the door were Kanon's and Goda's. The knock had been wild, and the voices a little shrill. It seemed that something strange had happened, and they were agitated. Yeah, your daughter's dead. What is it? Mm-hmm.
何でもありま使用人が来たようです。もう切りますよ。僕の言いたいことは全部伝えたからじゃ。約束。
Okay, bye.
あなたこそ。
Bye.
母さんがそれを決めるんだよ。
God damn it! Lopta.
僕に約束破らせないでね。母さん。
今日一日母さんを見てるか
ら。Man, I love this girl. I love this girl. Lambda Delta sent the receiver down on the antique phone. And then the phone exploded into bits and became a golden splash, then a cloud of gold butterflies, and then disappeared.
19年前の罪に怯えながらね。私のターンも順調よ。さあ、ベルもどうぞ。
Okay, let's go, Burn. That's some cool music.
警察通報を通じて内外の通信可否を確認。
外線は使用不能。内線は使えるみたい。台風で船も使用不能。クローズドサークルの出来上がりかしら。おめでとう。これでベルンが完全に探偵に昇格ね。
When the police intervene, they sometimes steal some of the detective's authority. However, with the construction of the closed circle, the existence of police had been denied for all eternity. Hey Zyra, hello! From now on, the authority of the detective piece will be totally guaranteed.
はいはい、ありがとう。それじゃ早速ゲーム開始といこうかしら。
Wait, we're stalling the game just now? Erika, you're the main character. Now, begin, Hajime!
源氏さんまでか。5人も殺されたのか。
あんなひどい。
ゲストハウスの4人と全く同じだ。失敗とひどく鋭利な刃物で首を切られた。
僕が深夜勤だったのに不審者に気づけないなんて。
自分を責めるんじゃねえ。もし犯人と待ち合わせだったら命を落としてたのは。
その上電話も通じるときた。この天気じゃ船も。
Who's the sixth one? I forgot. I thought it was Battler.
ということは犯人はまだ私たちの身近にいる可能性。
台風が過ぎて船が向かいに来る。私たちは
大丈夫ですとも。
You also thought it was Battler, right? I also thought it was
こうしてみんな
Battler.
で一緒にいれば犯人だって手出しは。
Shishka!
私たちを
Damn.
ジョージの仇を撃ってやるわ。許さない。誰が犯人だろうと、何が理由だろうと、私は
Or is it actually Battler and no one can see him right now? And he disappeared? And he doesn't know that he's dead?
はい、皆さん、泣き言は十分ですか？
I hate this girl. Then Battler put one of the blankets? Yeah, but I don't know, man. Oh wow, it's become Battle Royale or Battler Royale. God damn it, Sarah.
クラウスさんはまだお見えにならないのですか？呼び出し音をします。聞こえていないはずはないのですが。
どういうことだ？
What's the dad joke? I really want to buy one of those supermarket checkout dividers, but the cashier keeps putting it back.
まさかクラウスおじさんも。
やっぱりね、こんな時に不謹慎だけどね。ゲストハウスの4人にゲンジさんが5人。
Mom joke? There are no mom jokes.
もう一人いるだろうと予想はしてた。
どうしてよ。どうしてそんなことがわかるのよ。
The Twilight, the epithet.
あんたが犯人なの？あんたがジョージを殺したの？
やめなさい、エヴァさん。今はそんなことをしとる場合では。
Eva got agitated and grabbed at Kiria. Nanji stepped in between them and it grew into a bit of a scuffle. Watching this, Erica smiled condescendingly and shrugged. My mother only made one joke ever. It's me. No, Viek, no! No!
でしょうね。ゲストハウスの現場を拝見した時点で6人の犠牲は読めて4人しか死体がなかったので、あとの2人は誰だろうと思っていた。
なんでそんなことがわかるのよ。
Look at her face. As I keep saying, like the sprites are so much cooler now in the Answer Rocks.
あんたが殺したの。あんたがジョージを。
Georgie!
予算かエリカちゃん、キリエさん。
But she's the detective. She couldn't be.
なんでそんなことがわかるんや。適当なことは言わんといてや。
Can't you think before you talk? I think you guys have to think before you talk.
簡単な連想よ。ゲストハウスの犯行現場に書かれていた落書きは魔法と殺人から連想するものを考えて
The epithet. It's the epithet.
スターイッチのパン。
どういうことですか？
いえ、私にもさ
そういうことか。魔女。
Look at his face.
これはやっぱりベアトリーチェさんの。
Beatrice.
何を勝手に分かった風なこと言ってるのよ。私にはさっぱりわからないわよ。説明なさいよ。
Cause you're a little bit hysterical, woman. Why did you pixelate me? Hello?
だからエヴァ。少し落ち着くんや。
そういうことです。あの犯行現場の魔法陣だいか。もう
What? Oh shit. No! Guys, if you remove the jacket, it fucks up everything. Okay, ever since I saw the mention of the crime scene, I imagine this might be polite murder following the after's first one, which would mean there are 6 victims. Simply. I always forget the remove jacket thingy. There's something. Controls. No! Guys, stop! Guys! I'm gonna end stream! Guys, what the fuck? Guys, stop that! No, the jacket will get removed again! Gonna go on a break now, fuck that.
マジでクソガキ。
Macaroni. Nah, it's a key combination. And apparently the key combination I have for this toggle is the same as the skip button. I activated the thing in VTube Studio right now. Let me see. The Twitch triggers for this hotkey are inactive. What does that mean? What does that mean? The Twitch triggers for this hotkey are inactive. What does that mean? Where do I have to activate them? Log in and activate. Connect status connected. I don't know, man. Let me just see if this works now. Let me deactivate this. Oh. Yeah. We deactivate this again. I had a different thingy. Let me see. Great, now it doesn't work anymore. Cool. Cool. Left control and aid. Okay. Oh wait, because because I deactivated. Guys, we're troubleshooting right now while we're vibing to this music. No. Look. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I'm using keyboard shortcuts in VTube Studio, and then I use those and mix it up. Apparently that shortcut is the skip button in Umineko. Okay, ever 6 victims. Surrounded by the existence of the magic circle in their place, there's a lot of reasons possible for Furureka. What do you think, everyone? Ha ha ha, so Uncle Cross was also killed. We can't be sure of that. Cross-Sun isn't the only person who hasn't come here, right? There's one more. For just an instant, Nazis brought forward. So she hadn't been up to the top of the study after all. You don't mean Dad? Hey, someone must have contacted the study, right? Oh, of course we called and even knocked on the door, but there was no answer. Her father is supposed to serve the research. He sometimes threw the receiver off the hook because he doesn't want to be called, even ignores any knocket. But the phone was ringing. Okay, there we go. Natsu stood up in a flurry and dashed out on the corridor. Rudolph and the others immediately chased after her, telling her to wait. Also, I'm just gonna... Poor Goda, man. Not Goda! Damn it, Genji! She's so hyped! And third-rate ones? Wow! She's dissing everyone left and right. It's just a third-rate horror game also. Is this Burn speaking to Erika? Through Erika? Wow. Oh, but in third-rate disaster movies and third-rate action movies, people who act alone do survive, right? Weird.
もはや碑文は解かれたというのに誰が望んでこんな真似を
ラムダデルタ教の駒と思われる19年前の男とやらの仕業。おっとそんなはずもありませんが、
これまでのゲームですでにベアタは金像が消えて18人以上は存在しない。そして今回はそれにエリカが一人加わって19年前の男とやらが島に入り込む余地なんてない。
ならば19年前の男は既存の人間の中の
And I feel like that's how Beatrice is disguised too. Or else what? Or else what?
赤で19人目が許されずとも、わらわならば魔女ならば造作もなくやってのけるがな。
Excuse me, ma'am. There's some dress in your side slit.
面白くなってきたぞ。
Gap, gap, gap,
もう
gap,
しば
gap,
ら
gap,
く
gap.
様子を見させてもらうとしよう。それにしても、いよいよに我がゲーム版にて好き放題を始めよう。
It's so weird to see this Beatrice and knowing that she's like probably not the real Beatrice, because the real Beatrice is outside of the game. I don't know, my head hurts.
分かっていて
よく
様子見を
Why did it do that? Why did it just suddenly skip? Nothing happened. Why did it suddenly skip? I broke it. I broke everything. Is it because of control? But I have control on my other things too. It's the speedrun episode. Like, I have control on the other things too. Left control, yeah. There's I don't know. Maybe I have to do something about this. No, it wasn't anyone. I'm just confused. Okay, wait. Kekel, why don't we just still the switches are finally haha. Didn't you know that what happened when you invited them? Huh, as a witch, I have the same dislike for boredom as they do. Even the unexpected brings the kind of joke which expects very well, bring it on. It's great that you're so eager, but things have taken a nasty turn, get it? Any perhaps this is the best time to wait and see what happens next. I know that. Yeah, it could have still been the previous jacket redeem getting cute. It's only good I'm insane to watch these back now and then for more notes.
このままいけば金蔵の存在が再び蒸し返される。
Yeah, could be, yeah. I don't know. But then the jacket would have returned, so I don't know.
長くは持たんな。それだけじゃないわ。さらに厄介な展開になるわよ。いい？
See?
にて。
I'm just looking at the booba, honestly.
詰めて。夏日。
God whispers something into Beatrice's ear. It's like in the middle of my screen right now, so I'm just looking at the booba. Beatrice's mouth slowly widened into a grin. I'm just looking at the booba, honestly. I know that I've been glowing for 20 minutes. I know, because someone redeemed it, and then another one redeemed it, and that's why it didn't return. Having a real grow up.
夏日はキング、動けぬ駒なれど、取らせることは許されぬ。先手を取ろう。ここで死する。夏日は詰められる。もちろん、密室トリックもアリバイも、ミステリーなんて私がまとめて風穴を開けてあげる。
No!
任せて。私が始末する。
Gob was swallowed up along with the chair she sat in into a pitch black hole that opened on the floor and then disappeared. After that, a hole opened up on the ceiling and spat just the chair back out, returning the place to the way it had been.
厄介なことになりましたな。
なるほどな。ラムダデルタ教にかかっては。わらわすらも。
I mean, you are literally a piece on here. She doesn't realize this, does she? What an extra way to live. Whoop!
序盤は駒の損得より展開を急げという。かなわぬな。そうはさせぬぞ。夏日はわらわの使えるこのベアトリーチェと契約する限り、決して取ることかなわぬ駒とする。
クラウスの部屋は空っぽ、ベッドは空っぽだったけど、それまでの5人の殺害現場と同じでおびただしい血痕が残さ
So
れ
he's
ていた。
dead. Okay, he's dead.
でも死体はない。
ないわね。
じゃあ死んでね。
I love these two.
ないかもね。
They're having too much fun at this.
どういうこと？兄さんはどこにいるのよ。
この血まみれのベッドじゃな。
Maybe he's in the boiler room.
考えたくねえが、ゲストハウスと同様に首を切られて殺されたと考えるのが妥当だろう。
Bam, bam, bam.
この出血量では友情を考えるのは
The stupid doctor. The stupid doctor.
旦那様はどちらに？
Large amounts of blood stained at the top of the bed, but there were no similar marks on the floor of the room. Wait, let me see if I do this. Oh, it doesn't skip. Because I'm using this on my stream deck. It doesn't skip. Interesting. They had no clue where the somewhere might be. Natsui knew. The crows had been sounding far from his best over the phone. At least he hadn't sounded like he was on the brink of death. In other words, these bloodstains had to be set up. Or she got set up. There might not even be blood. However, just what was that man thinking? What's this supposed to be?
なんてこって第一の晩にどこに
Yeah, next one or two.
自分の部屋の扉を施錠する習慣はない。私たちは今鍵を開けずに入ったわ。
旦那様にも施錠の習慣が。
当家では
Like, I wouldn't lock up my room in my own house. It's so weird.
公共の場所以外は施錠が義務付けられております。
クラウスおじさんの部屋を開けられる鍵は
Oh, here we go with the keys again.
旦那さん出た。
Ay. What did it? Okay, in addition to the one key cross somehow held, there's the master keys. All the stuff about keys is pointless argument. Did you forget that Genji-san is already a victim? His master key is missing. That means all the locks in this mansion are meaningless. This is so cursed. Yes, it was. Oh my god. Wait. Okay, his master key is missing. That means all the locks in this mansion are meaningless. How boring. In other words, no closed-room murders have existed or will exist in this mansion. Sheesh, this is getting to be pretty boring mystery. Okay. Erika laughed at this murder and a disappointment as though it was something she was watching on TV. I mean, kinda is. I can't understand it. Why is her world so different from ours? It's almost like she's in a separate dimension from us. She is. She is.
ジェシカもこんな風にベッドで。
ジョージと同じに首を。
ジェシカ。
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 私。ジェシカの
ジェシカ。
顔が見てないんです。ジェシカ。
ジェシカ。ジェシカ。
待ちやナジーさん。まだ犯人が近くに潜んで一人にさせるのは危険だ。
What time is it? It's already 1 p.m. Okay, I gotta hide in my closet. Natsui flew out of the room and dashed towards the guest house this time. It was only natural. Natsui still hadn't even seen Jessica's dying face. Everyone probably thought that. Of course, even Natsui was half thinking that. Wait, what is happening? I think the witches are playing with my mouse. The other half was her desire to shift everyone else's attention away from the study. Strange crimes had occurred, the gold had been discovered, and some relatives had even recommended Bedlot to be the successor. Even in these twisted circumstances, she had to protect Kinzo's secret. If my head is going to be wrecked by this suffering anyway, please, just let my head explode right now! That way I won't have to suffer any longer. Excuse me? You think a demon heard that?
夏日さんのためにも一度ゲストハウスへ戻りましょうか。死に顔を見たって何かが進展するわけではありません。
Yeah, leave her all alone.
お前には心って。
No, she doesn't.
心？何ですか？
See?
それ。
Look at her! I told told you she's bad news. Just seeing her daughter's dead face wouldn't bring Jessica back to life, nor would it heal Natsui's anguish. On the contrary, she would probably wail, wasting a considerable amount of time before being able to think properly again. This probably sums up Erika's screwed up argument. Just seeing their dying faces won't lead to any new developments? Oh no! Oh no, what is she planning? Oh no! What's gonna happen? Oh no! Ay. Did she disappear? Natsui flew into the cousin room on the second floor of the guest house and was struck dumb by the bloodstained beds and the eerie magic circle, which looked like it might have been drawn with the victim's blood.
Jessica.
Oh no! She disappeared!
Jessica,
Jessica!
そこのベッドに
What?
ベッド
What?
どこに
What? What?
ジョージは
What?
どこなの
They disappeared! Oh, they actually weren't dead. They just left and were like, bye, we're out of here, see you later, suckers.
Oi, oi.
Zombies. Fun fact, yesterday and the day before I watched zombie movies.
こりゃどういうわけだ。
この部屋はちゃんと施錠していきましたよね。
No, we have the Walking
これ
Dead.
で犯人がマスターキーを持つことが確実となりました。またしても私の推理通り。
そんなことはどうでもいい。どこに行ったんだ。みんなの。
Literally, where did they go?
どこに行ったんだ。
So were they actually dead? Bedlos said he could see through his bones, probably. They have so much fun in this house every time, right? It was just so cold when they got up. Yeah, see, this is why Bedla gave them a blanket.
面白い真似を
さあほら魔法よ。ベアとのどこのカープが魔法で死体をどこか
Oh, she's just making fun of Beato just now.
私たちは全員で一緒に行動していた。
In the description, they were dead with certainty. True. Their death was absolute certainty. Even this guy. And he is when missing from his personal room on the second floor of the mansion. There were large traces of blood left behind, making the situation similar to those of the other victims. He's the only victim of the first Twilight whose corpse was never witnessed. Not in red. That is also true.
だから全員にアリバイがあると。
あなたの推理はこうでしょ。実は4人は死んでなくて死んだ。
There we go. This is what I was saying.
それでみんながいない間にどこかに身を潜めた。正解かしら。
誰の死亡宣言をね、赤では出す気ないんでしょ。
Okay.
当然よ。ベアとのパーと違って私は緑に赤をサービスしたりしないわ。
Okay.
なら喜んで青木真実。
Oh, she's using the blue. Let's go.
この程度のこといくらでも抜け道は思いつくもの。
Okay.
はいどうぞ。青木真実タイム。
まず考えられる一つ。
Okay, let's see.
実は犠牲者は死んでいなかった。死んだふりをしていて、こっそりどこかに隠れたの。何しろあんたは誰の死亡についても赤き真実で宣言してないもの。
True.
たとえ傷口ばっくり見せられちゃっても赤くなきゃそうくるわよね。基本よね。でもダメよ。赤き真実なんてサービスしないわよ。
Yeah, but unless she gives us a red one, the blue one is the truth, right?
何しろゲームの最後、10月5日24時にちょいと1箇所否定すればいいんだもんね。
That's true, but for now, that means the blue one is the truth.
魔女側は有利だわ。バカバトラならこれで終わるところでしょうけど、ベルンは違うわよね。
当然よ。こんなのは 誰もが思いつくくだらないってまだ続けるわよ。
Okay, she has more.
2つ目、遺体はクラウスが運んで隠した。
True, cause he's missing.
クラウスはあんたがさらってどこかに監禁されてるように演出されてるけど、実際はフリーなのかもしれない。
No more tiny edible explosions. Small bombs.
クラウスにアリバイはないわ。クラウスが彼らの死体を隠したのよ。
ああ、そうよね。赤き真実でクラウスの監禁を宣言したわけじゃないものね。言うもんね。敵を騙すには味方から。
はい。Obsni, hello.
自分が囚われてるように嘘をついたっと。他には
3つ目。
Okay, third one.
死体が別人。
Oh.
犠牲者そっくりの身代わり死体。
No. How would they get those though?
ジョージたちは最初から隠れていて、その後に身代わり死体を片付けた。死体は最初から死んでるから、島の人数にはカウントされない。
They just smuggled corpses in. Ooh, that's an interesting theory though. If they did they mention there are 18 humans on the island? Or did they mention there are 18 living?
何それ、超イカす。つまりあれだけの人間が寄ってたかって死に顔を見て、全員が全員。
I mean that's a Bettler logic, isn't it?
赤き真実をあんたが行使しない以上、全員が全員遺体の身元確認を誤認したあんたに誰も人物を誤認しないって復唱要求に応える気があるの。
Kinzo can get a baby, why not a few corpses? That is true.
そんな挑発には乗らないわよ。赤き真実はね、もったいない効果ですよ。たくさんの青き真実の中からたった一つだけを選び赤で、そしてその他すべての青き真実はそれが正しかったのかどうかも。
Damn, Lambda's actually smart. Who would have thought Lambda is smart?
その闇こそ魔女の世界。
I just moved myself a little bit to the side.
あんたに与えられる真実なんて何も存在しない。
Wow. So Burn can technically use a lot of blue truth right now. And they are all true until the end. When Lambda will be like, hey, look at my red truth. See, she acts like she's stupid, but she's not bad at all.
決して挑発に乗りやしない。魔女の闇ってもんが何か、本当のゲームマスターのベンよりよっぽど理解し、そしてどうやらガープもそれをよくこの死体消失の一手。ラムダとベルトの双方にとってなかなか有効だわ。とりあえず私も死体消失について一つの謎に対し、だから3つのうち1つを否定すればいいわけじゃない。
To whom is she currently talking to? To us? Probably to us, right? She talked to us a couple of times already, which is kind of creepy. I don't know, she said all blondes are stupid. Wow. Wow.
3つのくさびをすべて抜かない限り、この謎は貫かれてる。それが魔女狩りの鉄則。
Oh, she has to eliminate all of the 3. Okay, okay.
くさびは1本じゃ全然足りない。くさび1本で死んでくれるのは吸血鬼。
Why are we at vampires now?
魔女に比べりゃ吸血鬼なんて貧弱なもんよ。本物の魔女はくさびでめった刺しにしなきゃ死なないよ。
Ooh, remember when she got stabbed with all of those stakes? Like the towers? When she was fighting against Virgilia, Beatrice?
殺し屋だってそうでしょ。
Why are we at assassins now?
殺し屋が綺麗に一発の弾丸だけで相手を殺すなんて日本の漫画の中だけよ。本当の殺し屋なら弾倉が空になるまで全弾ぶち込む。
Vampires are weak. I can't stand the slender against Kimmel.
あんただってそうするでしょ。無論私もよ。
To whom is she currently talking to? That's how you do things, right? Of course it's the same for me. Who's she talking to?
でもこんなのこの子のことだから赤一つで一刀両断にしてくるでしょうね。彼らの死亡宣言とフラウスの無実。この辺をちょいちょいって赤で語るだけで私のまあそれでいいんだけどね。赤き真実が出てきたらそれに
the one who reads. So she's actually talking to us. Okay.
それが魔女のゲームの進め方。ああ、楽しい。バトラのまどろっこしい戦いにずっとイライラしてきたから本当に楽しい。ええ、分かってるわ、ラムダ。こんなの第一の番の最初の前哨戦でしょ。そうでなくちゃ。
She's getting off of this.
あんたをボロボロに負けさせて、悔し泣きさせて、床を這いつくばらせてかきもその可愛らしい髪の毛を掴んで床になすりつけながら笑い転げる楽しみが薄れちゃうもの。
Excuse me, what? What? So she did this in the past. She grabbed that cute hair of hers and wiped the floor with it as she rolled around laughing. She's a full dom. Yup. I see. Naruhodo ne. I see. Yeah, Lambda probably liked it. But this is where we're gonna cut it today. This is where we're gonna cut it today. Because I feel like 2.5 hours to 3 hours are like a perfect time for Umi and Neko. Longer, I don't know. Because we also have to read so much. We have to read so much. We have to think so much. So yeah, let me quickly stop incoming. No, I didn't say Siri. Let me quickly stop incoming raids. Thank you. Oh, that's creepy, man. That's creepy. Okay, who is streaming? I'm not gonna write anyone today. I'm not gonna write anyone today. We are Gucci. We are Gucci. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you're gonna have a great rest of the day, evening, morning, night, afternoon. I hope you're gonna have a great rest of the day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, whatever time zone you are, and maybe I will see you around tomorrow for Xenoblade X. Yo, I swear to God, I'm gonna check DHL again. Let me see. It still says I'm gonna get it tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna play Xenoblade X tomorrow evening, sadly. But yeah, see you around, guys. Bye bye.